Hey, kids. So today we get to take on the really fun math learning of estimation. Last week we left off when we were talking about rounding, and that when we round, we're looking at the digit to see if it's 5 and above to give it a shove up to the next place value, or 4 and below, let it go, and we don't mess with the number at all. So today we're going to talk about estimation, which is very, very much like rounding. Estimation is a rough calculation of the value, number, quantity, or extent of something. All that means is that an estimate is a guess about how much or how many. It's a little bit more than just a guess, though, because it has to be reasonable. Estimation helps us do faster mental math, make decisions and make those decisions more quickly, and move through the world easier. So you may be asking yourself, well, when do people actually use estimates in the real world? Well, we use estimates all the time, every day. You may not actually realize it. So, one place you're going to see estimates is at the auto mechanics. What they do is give you what's called an estimate of how much fixing the car might cost. They don't know the exact amount until they know exactly what's wrong. In sports and entertainment and TV, based on surveys people answer on their phones and emails and contests and things, TV producers and sports professionals make estimates of what people are watching and want to watch the most. Then they decide what to invest their money into putting on TV. So if we look at the chart, we can see the NFL, of course, in America has 141 million people watching. Now, that absolutely is an estimate because they have to round up. When we look at esports, that's video game sports, that's number 2 at 84 million. And that's what the chart is talking about. Esports becoming more popular than traditional sports in America. You actually estimate all the time when you're pouring cereal, even. You get out a bowl based on how hungry you feel, a smaller bowl or a big bowl. Then you estimate how much cereal you can eat and how much will fit into the bowl. Then you estimate how much milk to pour in. I bet you didn't even realize you were doing all of that estimating, but you practice it so much, you do it quickly. You also use estimating when shopping. Estimating the cost of things as you shop helps you stay within your budget so you don't overspend, and that's really important. Estimating also helps you know which sales might give you the best deal. So we're going to try some. How many marbles do you think are there? Just make an estimate. I'm going to look and I'm going to guess there maybe are 80. I don't know. How many do you think? Ooh, look at all these colorful dice in the order of the rainbow. How many dice do you think there are? Let's make an estimate. I don't know. Sure looks like there are a lot. I think I'm going to go with 50. I think there are 50 dice. What's your estimate? Oh, wow. Here's a whole box of roses. That's really cool, and I bet it smells really good. What's your estimate on how many roses are in this box? So, what did you estimate for each? What'd you estimate for the marbles, the dice, and the roses? Well, they actually all have 100 pieces in them. So, let's do another estimate. How many pencils tall are you? I, Mr. T-Dub, am 10 pencils tall. And you can see how I took my pencil and I measured myself. How many pencils tall are you? Are you taller? Let's do another one. This one's really big. How many space needles do you think it would take to reach the moon? Just know the Space Needle in Seattle is 605 feet tall. Ooh, that's a long way to the moon. It would take 394.8 Space Needles to reach the moon. Well, if we round to the nearest hundreds, how many Space Needles would that be? Well, we look in the hundred space, that's the digit 3. And we know we look to the digit to the right. 5 and above, give it a shove. 4 or below, let it go. Well, 9 is definitely 5 or above, so we shove the 3 up to 4. And that's how we get 400. 400 Space Needles. Can you imagine walking up all those steps? Let's try this in another way. Let's make a new estimate. This one's shopping. Jax is getting new wheels for their skateboard. He needs to make sure he stays in his budget. He's got $60 to spend. So we see in store 1, the sale is buy one, get one half price. Store 2 is buy 2, get 1 free. Well, Jax has $60 and needs to get 4 new wheels for their skateboard. So let's figure out which one's the better deal. So first we find out that store 1 has wheels for $19.99 per wheel. Store 2 has wheels for $27.99 per wheel. Well, which one's in Jack's budget and which one's the better deal? Well, first, we need to round because $19.99 and $27.99, those aren't very friendly numbers. So I'm going to round. Is $19.99 closer to $20 or $10? Yeah, definitely closer to $20. Well, what about $27.99? You're right, it is closer to $30. So we're going to round up and say store 1's wheels are $20 each and store 2's wheels are $30 each. That'll make our math a little friendlier. Now let's break it down. Jax needs 4 wheels for the skateboard. So here we have buy one, get one half price. So when we buy one, we'll get the second one for half as much. And if we buy another, we'll get another for half as much. Over here at store 2, when we buy 2, we'll get 1 for free, but then we're going to end up having to buy another wheel because we have to have 4. Well, let's see. Buy 1 at $20, get 1 half price. I know half of 20 is 10. But that's only 2 wheels, so I got to buy another one. That's $20 more, and then the next wheel is half off. So 20 plus 10 plus 20 plus 10 gives us $60. That's right in Jack's budget. Now let's go to store 2. Well, each of their wheels are $30 each because remember, we rounded to make an estimate. So $30, but we have to buy 2. So a $30 wheel and a $30 wheel. But remember, when we buy 2, we get that one free. But we need 4 wheels, so we have to buy another. Well, 30 plus 30 plus 0 plus 30 is 90. That's not a better deal, and it's $30 more than Jax has to spend. Remember, when you're estimating, it's to help us do our mental math more quickly, help us make faster and better decisions. So practice your estimation every chance you get. See what fun things that you can come up with to estimate to measure.